So Paul Ferreira, let's start right off at the sharp end. How much is it going to cost me? And don't say it's on the fucking website.
So it really depends on what you order and up to where you want us as the factory to build your car. As you know, there are guys who want to build it themselves. And I would be one of those guys as well. Had I bought something like this to build, I would want to build it myself. So there's the option of buying the kit. As you know, I hate the word kit, but let's say the component package. So in that component package, there is everything but 4 wheels, an engine, gearbox, and your donor body. Depending on what you want from us. So if you said, yes, I want the whole component package, but can you please put in 4 wheels? Yes, we can. If you said to us, can we supply you the engine? Yes, we can. But if you're sitting in the States, for instance, you're going to buy the engine there for much less than we can supply it to you for, because we would bring it from the States all the way here and then all the way back to the States. And the same with wheels. That's why we don't have it in there. You're not forced to use our wheels. You can use your own wheels, or you can source your own wheels. Something like a steering wheel. It sounds silly, but we don't want to force you by giving a wheel which we think is the perfect steering wheel. There are hundreds of steering wheel designs out there. So you can customize it or personalize it with items like that.
Okay, so that's the kit. Yep. At the other end of the spectrum, obviously you've got a full vehicle.
So again, if you say to us, could you assemble and build us a complete car? And let's say you just want the basic car. You don't want things like a sound system and all kinds of other bits and pieces which would change the cost. A car, the LS car, starts at $92,000, somewhere around there. Yeah. So it's a massive gap between I want to do it all myself or I want to pay you guys to do all of it. Obviously, it's not just the fact of we're going to assemble it. We are then, if you say to us, I want the whole car, we need to firstly source a car that we can use, because we don't use the stuff underneath, but we need a body that's good. So we need to buy a car, throw some of it away, then that body gets cut and made to fit a V8 Stealth Beetle. So that takes time. We then take that body, we send it away, we get it sandblasted and primed and prepared. Then it goes to a different guy who does all the panel beating on it, because there is a certain amount of panel beating. He needs to put a color on it. Then that comes back to us. So if we just look at that little episode, just that scenario alone, there's a lot of money involved. Then, again, as we said, if the factory assembles it, it's not just the assembly. It's having taken care of that. We need to put beautiful interior in for you. We need to source an engine, gearbox, wheels, all the stuff, and it adds up. And needless to say, we as a company need to make a profit. So you're looking at the $90,000 mark.
And any options in between that?
So you can also decide you want to source your own body. And we have had clientele that have said to us, but I've got an old Beetle standing here, or it belonged to my grandfather, or whatever. So then you could get from us just the chassis and what we call a rolling chassis. So we could have all of it assembled. You take care of the body like we just discussed, and you can come and fit it and do it yourself. So there are 2 options there. The one is we supply you the chassis assembled with the suspension, etc. You source your own body and you source your own engine and do that kind of work because you're a bit nervous about the mechanical side of things. Or you say to me, give me the whole car, but don't put the engine in because I'm sitting in the States and I'm going to go buy my engine down the road. So to be quite frank, we can accommodate your order depending on your needs and your desires.
Great. But in essence, there's 4 options.
There are
chassis and components, a roller, a full roller, and a full vehicle.
Yeah, so a full roller, so a full vehicle, we call it turnkey. You climb in and turn the key. A full roller, you're going to turn the key, but nothing's going to happen because the engine and gearbox is missing.